Today in Math 30-2, we're looking at topic 8.4, equations of sinusoidal functions, where we're going to look at the different parts today. In example 1, it's going to ask us to examine the function of y is equal to 2 times the cosine of 4x plus 1, and x has to be between 0 and 360 degrees. So for this one, we are in degree mode. If we look at what the basic function is, y is equal to a times the cosine of b times x minus c plus d. What do each of these things mean? Well, the amplitude, the equation of the midline, the range, the period, and the horizontal translation is what we're after. First of all, a. When we compare it to our equation, a is 2. A is the amplitude. Okay, there we go. There's A, B, C, and D. A is the amplitude, and our amplitude for this is 2. Plug in 2. D is going to be the equation of the midline, y equals D. And here we have y is equal to 1. So the middle of our graph is going to be at 1. The middle of the graph's at 1. The amplitude is at 2. That tells me what my range is going to be, because my maximum is going to be D plus A, or my midline plus my amplitude, and my minimum is going to be D minus A, or my midline minus my amplitude. So the graph's going to go from -1 to +3. So we say the range is going to be y is less than or equal to 3, but greater than or equal to, that should be a -1. Period is 360 divided by b. Sometimes you'll see this as 2 pi divided by b, because in radians, 360 degrees is 2 pi, or 6.28 radians. For our example, b was 4, so 360 divided by 4 gives us a period of 90 degrees. Our graph is going to repeat every 90 degrees. And we have a horizontal translation. Well, C refers to the horizontal translation. There isn't one in this case because C is 0, so that there's no horizontal translation. In example 2, we're going to look at the function y is equal to 3 times the sine of 2 times x minus 45 degrees. So again, we're going to be in degree mode. A is 3. That means our amplitude is at 3. Our midline is at 0 because there's nothing after the C value. So that tells me, well, B is at 2, so my period is going to be 360 divided by 2, which is 180 degrees. D plus A is 0 plus 3, which is at 3. D minus A is at 0 minus 3, so our minimum is at -3. Our range, that means, is going to be between y's got to be less than or equal to 3, but greater than or equal to -3. Our C value is 45 degrees. Now, if we looked at a graph of what's happening, you're going to notice that 45 degrees shifts sine to the right. So we're going to have a 45 degree shift of our graph to the right, compared to just the regular y is equal to the sine of x. So when it's x minus 45 degrees, that's a 45 degree shift to the right. When the 2 is in front, that means b is 2. Our period is going to be 360 divided by 2. And our amplitude is going to be 3. And there's the graph of what it's going to look like. It's going to go from -3 to +3. Our midline is going to be at 0. And our period is 180 degrees. From peak to peak, from valley to valley, or from midline to midline.